Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Scorpio. If Scorpio is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. And so, our card tonight is the Queen of Wands. And let's see what these tea leaves have to say. All right. So if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to subscribe. Okay, we have a Z. Immediately I'm seeing, looks like we have a Z and a Z here. Two Z's. Maybe kind of repeated. A name twice, possibly. We also have, it looks like the face of a dog. You can see the eyes, the nose, the mouth. Hello, T. Hello, Mama. Come lay down. There you go. All right. Okay, we have the face of a dog again. Whoops. Almost dropped that thing. We have the eyes and the nose and the mouth. So I'm wondering, okay, so we have the two dogs. So repeat it again. We have Z and Z. We have the two dogs repeated. So I think it's the same person, same energy repeated. Now we have a person standing here. Oops. I had to turn off the water thing. We have a person standing here, and behind them, we have a person kind of kneeling. You can see the little head, the body, and they're kind of kneeling there. And then the first person is holding this. It looks like almost like I think of kind of like a prayer wheel. With the thing hanging, and it kind of rotates as you turn it. Now I know that my relationship in my mind, anyways, is that these are Tibetan, but they could be, they could be beyond that. I've only seen them with Tibetan monks, so. I'm going to go with that, but I'm not very learned on what exactly. And there are different kinds of prayer wheels, but the one I'm thinking of is kind of almost looks like a rattle, and it spins. It has writing on it, and you can go look it up if you haven't seen them. So I feel that there is a sense of, it is a time of great devotion to this internal work. We have the dog twice, 2 times, and I'm thinking it is almost kind of being called into this place of faith, this place of ecstatic dance. You can see a person dancing here. This place of kind of votive posture. To really to really marry yourself to this path and to be called in so by something that you are so loyal to, that is so loyal to you. And we know the dog, right? The dog is that energy. And so I feel like this is maybe almost that you are maybe trying new techniques or practices with somebody or in a group or a system that you are closely related to, or you kind of identify your faith with this grouping of people or practice. Okay. Now you don't have to belong to a religion or a spiritual movement. This could be like, for instance, maybe you go to like a class that does yoga and guided meditation, right? And you've gone, for months and years or whatever it is, and you've gotten to know the people very well, and they feel almost like good friends or family, and so I feel you being drawn into kind of the deeper aspects of this work. So kind of moving into these higher grades of initiation, if it is formal or not. You are coming to a place of real connection with the divine. Something has occurred. Maybe this is a singular event, or maybe this is kind of the, accumulation of small impressions or an energy. You are seeing the changes in your life, your perception, how you experience the world, and you're living, really. And it seems like something that is profound, and something that I feel that you can continue to kind of devote yourself more and more deeply. Okay. And so I see this period of time where this is kind of the big focus of your life. This is what you look forward to, when you are not working or, dealing with your responsibilities of kind of being a human being, right? I can see you kind of rushing to get to this place where it's like, okay, now I have time to, whatever it is, create, I don't know, maybe you make tinctures, or maybe you make magical objects, or, you're researching topics within your study, or, you have creative relationships within the occult or your religion, or and you might be somebody who is serving within your community to be of service, to be part of fellowship, and so on. But I think this is something that it's almost kind of like when it's been so oppressively warm, humid and hot and sticky and hard to kind of breathe through the day. And, the sun goes down, and suddenly there's a storm coming in, and that cold front begins to blow in and take hold, and you open your window, and you get this, just kind of rush of fresh, cool air, and it just cuts through that humidity so quickly, and you have just a moment, where you can take that first deep breath, and it feels like, there's a sense of, alleviating that heavy feeling, and not realizing how uncomfortable it really was until it is dissipating. Excuse me. And so, this I feel is kind of the same energy as doing the spiritual work that you are doing. You are feeling the real impact of being in a place of faith, a place of passion and devotion, and well, now you just go to bed, TT. Go find Poppy. He's in bed. So, excuse me. So I think that that's quite a beautiful feeling. I mean, it really, you know, when we have these moments in life, we really must take notice, right? To cherish them, to give our thanks for. It is a gift, right? It doesn't happen all that often, even if you're living a very spiritual life. You know, there's an ebb and flow to these things, and it is not always that we are in that place. And so when you do come through and find yourself in this beautiful kind of, you know, open meadow, look around, right? Take in everything that you're feeling, your impressions, what you're noticing about yourself, and the energies around you, and you know, as I always say, have a magical diary. Be excuse me, taking account for what you have going on, because these details will disappear, right? You'll forget. It just happens. Even if it's like the most profound experience of your life, you might forget some of those fine details. And now it's not super important to cling to all of them, but for the sake of the work, I think it's important to have some kind of documentation to come back and look at, you know, because you might find that there are patterns. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, we're getting so close to this thing being over. I've had the flu and then the residuals of the flu for so long. It feels like a few weeks at least. So we're getting there. But yes, to be able to look over those patterns, those themes, things that you maybe don't understand in the moment, but later on you look back and you think, oh my goodness, this was so meaningful for me. I did not even realize at the time. Now we do have the bowl right here. You can see the head and the horn kind of in a seated pose. We have the mother here. Okay, you could think of Hathor, mother goddess. So we have the mother energy, and that is one that is beloved and nurturing, kind and stern in a lot of ways, helping steer us to the places that we need to get to. Somebody, something, a feeling, the universe, right? Giving all to help us grow, help us evolve as beings. And so I feel that there is a sense of divine protection here, okay? You are doing the work, and you are beloved in the work. Mother, the mother, is watching out over you, okay? Now, I'm looking here, and it looks like we have a rooster right up here, if you could see. Let's see. Kind of like this, the rooster, kind of like that. Okay. And now we have a person who is standing on a serpent. So we have the serpent, and with the rooster and the serpent paired together with a human being, this really does make me believe that there has been a moment where there's been almost kind of like a wake-up call, like a rooster going off, wake up, It's time to get up. And so, upon the serpent, I read this as being really kind of working against your, whatever your faults may be. Maybe there are habitual, things that you do, addictions, or things that about yourself that you've really been trying to get a hold of. Things like anger, resentment, coping mechanisms and communication techniques, or things that you do that just do not serve you well, but also can be detrimental to your life in general. So maybe you're a person, you get pretty heated while you're driving home from work, right? You are prone to maybe little fits of road rage, or at least getting really frustrated, and something has maybe happened. Maybe you found yourself having a high blood pressure moment while you are just absolutely losing it because this traffic is out of control. These people don't know how to drive, all those things. And I'm not saying this is it for sure. This is an example. But and so you've realized, what? Every single day, get in this car, in this vehicle, and I find myself just immediately, I go from a 4 to a 9, because I get so kind of triggered, or it's this is my place to kind of purge all of the anxieties and hurts of the day. And I'm so frustrated, but I'm tired of feeling like this. I don't want to feel like this every day. I don't want to get to this place every day. It's not good for you or for anybody, right? And so I can see there's this sense of a wake-up call, something's going on. I don't really like it, and it is something that is not who I am. It is a part of my experience, but this is ultimately a transient state of being. And so I can take control within my own life and let go of this thing. I can figure out whatever I need to do, how to kind of go. Come on. You either need to jump down. Come on. Are you going to jump down? Or you got to come over here. I'll hold you. I'm happy to, but you can't start whipping the poor plant. It's the last plant I have. It's the only plant you've let me keep. These two, my lovely Pudgy and Titi, they just absolutely are destroyers of all plant life in this home. So it's get out of here if you're going to whip the plant with your little tail there, Missy. Huh. Yeah. She knows she's the boss, this girl. All right. So yes, I do. I feel like this is a time where you're taking responsibility for this thing. You're working on it. And that's a wonderful and brave and a rare thing that people do in earnest. I think we all live in a culture where it's we're always trying to fix different things or find reasons to be displeased with ourselves. But when it really is something that is absolutely kind of corrosive or detrimental to our life, and it's something we keep doing, or we keep succumbing to, these moments of whatever it is, then it's okay, I really have to look at this and face this, because who wants to live like that? I know myself, I don't want to be angry every day, and I get angry, I get frustrated. I have some I'm neurodivergent, so I have some issues where things really can be very, overly stimulating. They can make me feel a lot of anxiety and getting kind of on the side of being upset because it's just a lot to process, right? But I don't want to feel the anger or the frustration every day. So it's like something's got to give. Got to figure some things out here because this isn't going to work. It's not going to work. It's not sustainable living this way. So, I feel like good for you. Good for you for deciding that you're going to do something about this. Now, we also have the dragon right here. And I feel like, yeah, it's the year of the dragon, and this is your year, Scorpio. You have been through some stuff this last year, year and a half or so. But these last few months, I think you've really been getting things kind of back into a more comfortable situation. I think you're really kind of settling into this life that you have kind of had to, well, not had to, but you have decided to kind of pivot a little bit in some areas. And you're doing amazing. You're absolutely doing amazing. Okay, let's see. I want to look. Do we look on this side? I don't think so. Again with a dog face. Look at this. It's we have an eye and an eye. We have the nose and the mouth. Here's the top of the head, kind of the brow line up here. So this dog, it just really wants to be seen. So I also am wondering, is there a dog? Now usually it's like, okay, so this is like a dog, maybe that's transitioned, some beloved companion that you have had. But I almost wonder if this is a dog that is trying to come into your life. If there's not a situation where, so I had a coughing fit, so I had to, excuse me, I had to cut that. So hopefully it'll cut real quick. So anyways, yes, there it goes. So I almost wonder if this is a dog that's trying to come into your life, if this is an animal that you will come in contact soon. And I wonder if this is a situation where you maybe will be rescuing, or this is like a stray dog that comes into your orbit, or maybe a family member has a dog that you need to take care of. Whatever it is, it really seems profoundly here. Like it wants your attention. It's like, look at me. Here I am. I've shown myself 3 times here. And so that's very interesting. I was thinking, okay, this is like the energy of loyalty, and maybe, it still is that. But now I'm thinking, yeah, this is like maybe a real, a dog in the physical world for sure. So we also have 221 for numbers. Okay, and then we have 66 or 6D. Okay, let's take a look over here. So it looks like it says there's an IC and then there's a heart. I almost feel like there's a sense of like, I see you. We have the Grail here, the Ace of Cups. And so I feel that there's a sense of maybe like I feel like this is an ex, somebody. Maybe it's like a former lover or somebody you're in a relationship with. And I feel like there's this sense of like them seeing you really kind of in this profoundly fortified and tempered place. You are so kind of emotionally alive and vibrant, and I keep getting the sense of just being the beloved, a beloved of many things, and them being very drawn to you, trying to get back into your life, trying to find reasons to bump into you, trying to maybe get a hold of you, trying to appeal to you. And I don't think that this is something that you necessarily are considering, but I think it is intriguing because I feel like there is a sense of love that remains here. But I don't think that like logically this works. I think that it doesn't, this person does not fit into your life anymore. And so I think it's kind of like a nice flirtation, but it's not necessarily something that seems reasonable, right? And I can imagine there are times where you kind of think upon where could this go? What would this be like? And there are even kind of little butterflies here. But I don't think the separation was good. I think that it was probably pretty tumultuous and maybe even to a point where it did kind of set off a lot of these out of control reactions, maybe on both sides. And so I think that it's best to take your time with this or not at all, right? Just kind of, and I would say not at all. Don't go backwards here. I don't think that it's in your best interest whatsoever. But you can think about it, right? If that's if that's where you're at, yes, do it, you know? We have the lightness of being affirmation cards, and this is the earth element. I'm going to go ahead and we'll flip through. I'm going to stop where it feels right. We have, raindrops. And it says divine will, blessings, relax into profound stillness, initiate good intention, healing love. Yes, healing love. All right. Well, Scorpio, I'm going to go ahead and tell you I love you because I do. And I thank you so much for spending this time with me. It's always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. And if you would be so kind as to like the video, it really does help the channel so very much. And if you haven't subscribed, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to subscribe. What else? If you'd like to leave a comment, please do. I read them all. They mean the world to me. We're now in April, or whenever you are watching this, but it is April as I am, it's the last day of March. It is Easter evening as I'm doing my reading, and I just can't believe how quickly this year is going by. It's like a blink of an eye, and we're already a quarter through almost, and well, we are, right? My goodness. So, let's make the best of these last months. These months that are just, they're like sand between our fingers, aren't they? So I hope that, you're just doing so well. And as spring and fall set in, you are able to enjoy. So, Scorpio, again, I'll tell you, I love you. I love you. I love you. And we'll talk in a few days. Take care of yourself and good night.